So what's going on, guys? I am now behind the wheel of this 2019 Ram 3500 heavy-duty dually truck. High-output Cummins, 33,000 pound maximum towing. And I want to give you a quick overview of how I feel about this truck, its driving dynamics, as well as its towing capability. Be right back. So I still got Mr. Truck here next to me, and I still got Jim in the back seat. How you guys doing?
Yeah, got a co-pilot and a navigator. We're doing good.
Absolutely. How long have we been on the road now? About an hour?
Oh, at least.
How long are we supposed to have been on the road? That's the question.
Oh, we're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're doing all sorts of crazy things. Anyways, this truck and trailer combination is really unique because I can't even tell I have a trailer behind me. And I know, a comment we made earlier on while driving is that, isn't that the ultimate thing, to not feel that you have a trailer behind you? This truck has 1,000 pound-feet of torque, and it literally makes that horse trailer behind us feel as if we unhitched it and just forgot it at the gas station. So from a towing perspective, Ram has nailed it. This thing is a beast. And what's even more important to me is just how it feels and the confidence behind towing, but also stopping. The exhaust brake on this truck works phenomenally well. You really barely have to hit the brake on it. I mean, it just kicks in right away, and it slows the truck down just with the tremendous amount of stopping power. A lot of people will make the claim that, that Toyota Prius that's in front of us can pull a 30,000 pound trailer and get it rolling, but can it stop it?
Yeah.
And how are you going to hitch it to it is probably the big question.
Exactly. I know, the Toyota commercial pulling the space shuttle, and now GMC pulling a giant yacht. And, it's all for show, and yeah, it looks cool and all that, but, it's not nowhere near reality. I saw a Volkswagen Beetle once with a gooseneck strapped on top of it, and that thing could do donuts underneath the trailer. They only made like 2 of them. I
have somebody that shares that video with me probably once a week on my Facebook page.
Oh, it's cool. I enjoy watching that, but it's made for a very light trailer, but it's a cool point.
So what's the roof pin weight, though? I mean, what did they say?
I mean, it's probably 200 pounds.
Exactly.
That's about what roof racks are, is 200 pounds. But no, it's awesome. Yeah, this truck is so quiet.
And it's smooth.
It is.
You still have the feeling of being in a heavy-duty truck, so you're not getting rid of that. But overall, though, we've been over some various types of roads, and some roads are smoother than others, but the way this truck handles this load is great. And this is a testimony to just how far along heavy-duty trucks have come. I don't think anybody makes a truck that truly just drives bad anymore, but there's definitely advantages to some. And this truck, this trailer brake is amazing. Or this exhaust brake is truly amazing.
It makes you think you're in a semi, except it's much smoother than a semi, but the sound is so close to what you'll see in a Peterbilt or a Freightliner or any of those, the exhaust brake noise. I mean, I just love that sound. I'm not into really loud trucks because I'm getting old, but I love the exhaust brake on this, just the way it thumps. It's just awesome.
And, the interior of this truck is so much quieter than the outgoing model. That's the other thing I've noticed. It still sounds like you got the Cummins under the hood. It still has that unique diesel tone to it, but the interior just feels muted. It feels as if they've done a tremendous job in addressing interior noise. And Jim can probably speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, no, thanks for that. Thanks for noticing, because, again, it's the whole experience in getting to your campsite or your horse show with, not having, left everything on the field getting there. It's really nice to have a nice, quiet environment. And, you've noticed the new, the quiet engine with the Cummins, great integration with the exhaust brake, smooth. The trailer's not jerking around, the truck's not, hunting to find gears. It's perfectly integrated. But the overall environment is amazing, and we've been well recognized for having the best interiors, not only in pickup trucks right now, but probably in any vehicle in any segment. And we've applied that to our new heavy-duty trucks. So you've got real wood, real leather, even real metal, along with the technology of the 12-inch screen. It's just a great environment, but it's surrounding that with, the laminated glass and all of the extra sound deadening. We've quieted down this interior by 10 decibels. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And we're having a good conversation here. I'm just hanging out in the back of this mega cab, and we're projecting up to your camera at the front, and it's a nice quiet environment. you know, and whether you're, you know, doing an interview like we are here now, or whether you're talking to your kids as you're driving across the country with an RV, it's a great environment to be in.
Absolutely. And let me point out a few things here real quick. So first of all, I have made it known when the Ram 1500 came out with this interior that Ram nailed it. This is the nicest interior of any pickup truck on the market, any pickup truck that's ever been made. Ford, GM can't touch this. I mean, Ford would definitely be second, GM would be third in terms of the look, but they're distant second and third. It's not even in the same ballpark. They really have put an attention to detail that you just never really expected in trucks ever. The gaps between seams, especially considering it's real wood. A lot of the real materials here, it takes an expert craftsman to actually make them merge the way they do in such clean lines. I know you guys probably remember in the past when you got a pickup truck, it didn't matter what brand. It could have been a Dodge Ram, it could have been a Ford or a Chevy. You had these big gaps of plastic that separated everything. And it was an area that it would creak, that it would, you know, you could just tell that the ergonomics, the design and form was strictly around utility. Oh, and it wasn't designed to really last, but this is just beautiful. The execution, the buttons, big one for me, no blank spots. Yeah. Look at that, no blank buttons. Everything is filled out perfectly. Beautiful screen, high gloss, soft touch. It's just amazing how they've designed the interior of this truck. And this is coming from a Ford owner.
Oh yeah, the brake controller's in the right spot. Everything's so easy to get to, and I agree. You know, Ford, when they came out with the King Ranch, that was the big dog, and now this one is the best interior. And then this is the Laramie Longhorn edition. It's got a brand into the wood right above the glove box, which is so awesome. The Rebel is my favorite interior of all trucks. The red interior with the tire track in the seat. I just love that interior. But Ram, that's where they're best in class on is the interior. Everybody else is kind of messing around with some dull looking interiors. I hope all that changes. But yes, I love the interior of these Rams. It's just, you know, and so much of it's like in this one, it's like Western decor. You got all the different little symbols that they put in there, the lines you would do with leather tooling. It's just it's a wonderful interior, and in my day, you know, in the 70s, they were all work trucks. We didn't care how big the gaps were. We didn't care how loud they were. We didn't care how rough they rode. We didn't even think about that. You hardly hear the radio anyway. And now you got luxury trucks that a whole, you know, another generation of people are seeing. And to me, trucks are so much more comfortable. I mean, that's why crossovers are so explosive now, is you sit in these like you do a chair at your kitchen table. You just sit in it, where in cars you kind of crawl out of them, crawl back in them. So to me, the trucks are just the most comfortable vehicles you can drive in out there.
So we are now approaching, I believe this is a mine, right, Jim? Where we're at, or an abandoned mine?
An old mine, yeah.
And we've had a really good opportunity to use the engine exhaust brake, and man, is it impressive. It just absolutely blows away what I have in my F450. It almost feels as if it could stop the entire truck, just bring it to a complete stop if they wanted to. It just is a very, very capable system.
Yeah, you take that, you include it with the tall home mode and grade shifting, and you got everything.
Absolutely.
Slow these beasts down.
Yeah,
these called a big freaking beast. Is that what this one is?
Yeah. I think I told them they need to brand it. So this is the BFT version of the truck. Big freaking truck.
Yeah,
I'll say that's what it is.
Big freaking truck.
Or you know what? Come up with a BTBRV branded truck. I can get behind that. Jim, let's run that up the flagpole.
RV on the end of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a good way to have people paying attention to the RV side of it, for sure.
Exactly. But man, this thing does a great job. I am completely off of the brake right now.
Yeah, and that's so nice.
Yeah, and it is being completely managed by the exhaust brake.
Yeah, people don't realize your wheel brakes, that's the last resort, because they wear so fast compared to exhaust brakes and grade shifting.
Yeah, and this is comfortable, man. This is nice. And we're going now, what do you think this grade is right now?
I think it's 5 degrees.
Yeah. And it's comfortable. It's handling it very well. Again, my foot's completely off of the brake, and we're still decreasing speed. So far, this truck has been an absolute pleasure to drive and tow. It is handling this trailer with no problem at all, and I suspect you could easily put a much larger trailer behind it without any issue. Especially on the trip up here, we had probably around 30-40 mile-an-hour crosswinds.
Oh, at least, or more than that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, and you couldn't even tell. this just goes to show a dually is truly going to give you a better overall experience when towing.
And there you go. You said bigger. There's bigger. Let's go tow a 35,000 pound trailer.